and still just one out here in the top of the ninth. Griffey at second, Segui at first, and Rich Garces now on the mound.
Third game of the year for Garces. All three now have been against the Seattle Mariners. He worked twice in that series last weekend. The last time on the 4th against the Mariners. A couple of innings, 1 hit. Had 4 walks in that outing with 2 strikeouts.
First pitch, a strike to Charles Gibson, getting his first at bat of the day after entering the game as a pinch runner last inning. And up high, a little tight to Gibson. 1-1 the count. Tom Gordon pitched to just 5 batters. Gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, responsible for 2 other runners, and walked a man. Garces, that low strike zone again for Tim Cheetah. 1-2. And that one bounces in front of Varitek, and it'll be an easy advance for both runners. That ball bounced into the stands.
And of course, because coming from a pitcher, contact with the rubber, that's only going to be 1 base, and both guys will move up 1 base. Looks like it deflected right off maybe the shin guard of Varitek up on the screen. Or in the stands, one of the two. Yeah, all the way in the stands. That one almost as far as Griffey's bat.
2-2 the count, and Gibson held back, says John Shulak. You can see Shulak is fighting the sun now down beyond first base. Full count to Gibson, and that one accidentally fouled away, and it looked like it caught a piece of Varitek as well. So we've seen a bat in the stands, a wild pitch go in the stands. We've seen fan interference. And we've seen another ball go right off the top of the wall in right field for a triple for Alex Rodriguez, which could have been a possible shot at an inside the park home run.
And we see the Red Sox with more errors than hits in this game.
Indeed. Gibson fouls that one away. Well, the Red Sox scored 22 runs in 3 games in Seattle, but they only were able to win 1 of those games because they couldn't get the pitching. But since Seattle, they've now had a grand total of 20 hits in the last 4 ball games, scoring just 5 runs. Called third strike on Gibson, who was not happy about it.
It looked like he might have been diving out over the plate, and Garces will buzz him inside with the fastball. Gibson picked up his first major league hit against the Yankees in that last series. He got a base hit off David Wells.
Gibson had a big spring. He hit .455 for the Mariners, including a couple of triples. First pitch, a called strike to Dan Wilson. Wilson had an RBI single to right last time up in the 8th. Quickly down 0-2. If you joined us late, the Red Sox had a 2-0 lead in this ball game into the 6th inning behind Brian Rose, who pitched very, very well. But Rose walked the leadoff man, Cora, to start the 6th. And 3 batters later, Edgar Martinez doubled home the tying runs. Rose was then lifted. And the first batter to face Jim Corsi hit a ground ball to John Valentin at third. And he fired low and wide to first base for the first of his 2 errors on the day. Nomar Garciaparra has picked up an error here in the 9th. And the last 3 innings have not been pretty for the Red Sox. Breaking pitch from Garces, and just off the end of the bat, Wilson gets it to left, but Bragg handles it for the 3rd out of the inning.